starting off laying down, find some time just to relax. Close your eyes, reconnect to your body. So most of the time during the week, we get caught up in so many external situations, responsibilities and roles, and that's wonderful. And we need to balance that to just take a little time coming back to your body, letting go of all thoughts of past or future. Just connecting deeply to your breath and your body in this present moment. So give yourself some minutes. Enjoy deep breaths into your lungs, expanding your belly and your chest. Enjoy deep exhales that use all of the muscles of your torso to compress inward, cleaning the air out. Clean air comes in. Exhale everything out. Noticing you can draw deeper, longer breaths. Hopefully with each moment that passes, you're relaxing a little more. And anything that might arise in your thoughts that is related to the past or the future, just take a moment to acknowledge your mind taking care of you and bring your awareness back to the present moment. Noticing sensations in your body. I like to think of connecting to the present as more powerful than living in the past or future, because when we're in the present and we're feeling the moment unfold, we are more deeply and meaningfully connected to the past and the future. Okay, maybe relaxing your face even more here. We'll start to bring in just some gentle movement. So keep your big breath, keep your focus on this moment, always reining that awareness back in. Okay, no problem if your mind wanders. Let's put a little bend in the knees here. Scoot your feet in by your hips. And I like to take the feet kind of wide here. So you might even wiggle them, kind of shimmy them as far as your mat is, or if you don't have a mat, as far as a mat would be, mat width. And we're just gonna wag the knees side to side like windshield wipers. So we'll take a few rounds, nice and slow. Side to side. Right, when you do this, you might get some little adjustments in your hips and your low back, and that's okay. We want to wake up the lower body gently. And keep breathing here. I really enjoy pairing this little lower body twist with cactus arms. So try making cactus arms with your elbows bent out to the side, your palms facing up. And that feels really good across your chest. You're adding a little extra space, opening in your pecs and the fronts of your shoulders. And just a few more windshield wipers with your feet grounded. And then we'll move this twist further up the spine. So next time your knees point up, pause there. Pick your feet up off the floor here and glue your two legs together. So there's just one leg. You fused them together. And we're going to hover them over to one side, let them hover, okay? Hold them off the ground and then hover them to the other side. So we just move that twist up into your middle and your upper back. Side to side, keep breathing, twist and breathe. And you might really get that twist all the way up into your cervical spine, into your neck, by always looking away from your knees when you twist them. And then we have a nice complete spinal twist. I like to exhale on the twist. And inhale through center. Exhale, twist. And inhale, center. All right, keep on moving here. Keep on breathing. All right, next time those knees come through center, just pause them there, right there. And then really pull them into your chest. You can take your hands to your shins if you like. You can take it behind your knees if you have a sensitive knee today. But either way, think of squeezing those knees towards your chest. Keep breathing. Could you even maybe move your forehead and your face towards your knees? Hold and breathe. So what we're looking for is a really nice release of the low back to the floor. So breathe, pressing the low back down. Okay, could you keep your low back connected to the floor? So almost as if there's an anchor on your belly button, pulling downward to the ground. Anchor that. And then we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit, waking up the core with your inhale. Keep yourself kind of hovering off the floor, except for that lower back, of course, and your hips. And reach your hands and feet away from each other. Only reach as far as you want to reach. Ask your low back how it feels about this. And then exhale, bring it back into that little curled up shape where we were before. Again, like that. Inhale, reach as far as you like. Exhale, curl it up. So I'm just waking up your core here. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Take a handful more like this. There's no rush. We're just waking things up. If you notice that your low back kind of peels up off the floor, I want you to just keep a bigger bend in your knees and arms and keep everything closer to the center. All right, feeling some heat build here, maybe 3 more. Two more. Last time. Okay, next time your hands come close to your knees, do grab behind your knees, and we're gonna rock and roll a few times. Rock yourself up and roll it down on your curvy spine. And a few more times, rock it up and roll it down. Should feel good on your back, like a little massage, up and down. And now see if you could work in a little boat balance. When you come up, when you rock up, could you balance in a little boat pose before you rock it down? Rock it up, boat pose, rock it down. One more time, come on up. And let's hold that boat pose. We'll meet there. Hold and breathe. Remember your boat pose. You can always put the feet down and the hands. It's always allowed, okay? Feel free to interpret your boat pose. Always the same, though, is the angle between your legs, your thighs, okay, and your spine. It's always going to be just about a right angle, and you're always going to be leaning back a little bit, just enough that you feel your abs engaged, okay? You don't have to be pushing as hard as you can. I just want a little ab engagement here. Hold and breathe. With your longest spine, think of pointing your tailbone at your toes. And maybe with or without your feet on the floor, okay, whatever makes sense for you here. See if you can put your hands together. All right, I'm gonna twist you a little bit. Okay, think of looking over your left shoulder here. Look over that left shoulder. Open your arms wide as if to give someone a big hug. Big breath in. And exhale back through center, palms together. To the other side, open up to the right, big breath in. Exhale to center. Getting warm. Again on the left. Big breath in. Exhale, center. Remember, you can do this with your feet down. To the right. Big breath in. Exhale to center. One more on the left. Hold it here. You can drop those feet. You can even grab onto your knee. Hold and breathe. Make that spine long. Make those belly muscles strong. Staying with the challenge. One more big breath here. Let's switch sides. Open up to the right. Hold it. Breathe. Stay in the struggle. Stay with that edge. Really starting to warm up here. One more big breath. And come on back through center. Whew. You can drop your feet here. Wow, okay. Nice warm up for your core, nice warm up for your shoulders, even your hip flexors. Got a good wake up call there. So let's get more into the sides of your body. Go ahead and just drop your knees to point out to the left, okay? I'm gonna turn to face you, but when you look down at your feet now, at your knees, you're just gonna arrange your left shin out in front of you. So it's kind of lined up in front of you. And you're gonna take your right knee near your left ankle. Your right foot can just be kind of back behind you. So when you look down at your legs, I'll give you a visual if it helps. You're getting a little triangle shape, okay? So you're there. We call this a mermaid pose. This is like your little mermaid shape. Getting into the sides of your body. Go ahead and drop your left hand on the floor. We're gonna lift the hips up off the floor here. So press down into your knees, get the hips up. And we have a nice right side stretch here. We can send that right hand overhead. Inhale when you're here and exhale to come down. This time the hips stay down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Hips stay down, big left side stretch. Then exhale, bring it down. Let's keep it going. A few more rounds like that. Inhale up on the right. This time the hips are up. Exhale down. Inhale up on the left. Hips stay down for this one. Okay, now we're going to take a handful more. I just want you to close your eyes and just kind of lose yourself in this nice little flowy moment. Should feel nice on your neck. Remember to keep those shoulders away from your ears. So I like to imagine that my arms and my shoulders are always making a really nice picture frame around my head. I want my portrait to be really nice. I don't know about you, but if we cut a portrait off at the shoulders, at the chin and the ears, it's not very satisfying. We want to see that whole neck in your picture frame. Alrighty. Next time you come down, pause there. Just a little pause. Extend that right leg all the way out and put the outer edge of the right foot on the floor. Using what you have here, we're going to press up to a little supported side plank. So press up off of the floor, pushing down into that left knee, and we'll pause there. We need to move the left knee so that it's more supportive and useful. So pick up that left knee, put it under your left hip, and point those left toes back behind you. You're perfectly set up for a really supported side plank. Let's get into the right shoulder a little bit. So make your nice picture frame around your neck, make those shoulders away from the ears, and activate your right shoulder and also activate your left shoulder. Okay, that bottom arm is still on the clock. So plug that right arm into your socket, your shoulder socket, and start to circle out that shoulder. Big movement with that arm. Circling. Activate all the way out through your fingertips here. That whole right arm is active. Okay, should feel nice. Just adding some warmth and some space into that whole shoulder and chest. Let's rewind it. This time, push out through the palm. Try to pull the fingers back towards you. So you're really opening up your wrist and your forearm. Okay. Next time that right hand reaches up, just pause it right there. Okay. Now I have kind of a funky little challenge for you. It's going to be kind of fun and playful. So let go of your expectations. Just play here. Come up on your left fingertips. So just the fingertips of the left fingers or the left hand are down under that left shoulder. Go ahead and lift up your right leg. Okay. So your right leg is pretty big and heavy. It's a huge percentage of your body weight. Feel its weight. Okay, notice this left leg is now supporting most of your body weight. So what happens if we play with gravity? We just come up on a single fingertip of your left hand, a single fingertip. So you're pretty much balancing on that left knee. Now what happens? Keep breathing. Pull that strong core in, pull your belly muscles inward. And what happens if we lift that left fingertip off the floor? And you're going to balance on that left lower leg. It is challenging. It is funky. And you know what? It may not work the first time or the 7th time, but that's okay. I just want you to try it out. Be playful with it. Maybe 1 or 2 more tries here. Always letting go of your expectations. Whew. Okay, as you're ready, I want you to drop that right foot. Keep the left fingers off the ground. Whew. Strong core muscles are going to pull you all the way up right here. Your ribs are now over your hips. Okay, you can feel your core's role in that whole balancing act. Let's look at the right foot. We're going to externally rotate the right hip. That means we're just going to spin the right toes to point out to the right. Okay, and you might want a little bend in your knee here. As a matter of fact, I'd rather you bend it at least a little bit and prevent it from locking out entirely. Let's get the arms really wide. Shoulders down away from your ears. Make that picture frame around your head. And strong core. Okay, start to reach the right fingers over to the right, holding and breathing and reaching. Take maybe 3 or 4 breaths for those fingers to come all the way as far as you want them to go. Remember to keep a slight bend in the right knee. You can also make it a really big bend to make it more gentle. So feel free to adjust that to your liking. Now find somewhere to grab on the right leg. Anywhere is good. Avoid the knee though. Anywhere but that. Let's get the left arm up and over, reaching to the right. Hold and breathe. Here in your gate pose, Parigasana. You might close your eyes here if you like. Just feel yourself kind of swaying in this posture. Okay, once you're here and you're settled in, I want to spend some time really embodying and breathing into this posture. It's kind of like a triangle pose, isn't it? Except we're short. So just like you're in a triangle pose, I want you to press down through both of your legs. That's right, make them real strong and pull those knees inward to activate your pelvic floor. So knees are moving toward each other, feet are pushing the ground, and we have a strong low back protection system with those belly muscles. And breathe. Make that picture frame around your neck. If everything is going great here, you feel quite settled in, you can start to press your hips very subtly and gently away from where you are. So almost like you're trying to press them out in the direction that you're looking. Getting a little extra hip flexor stretch on that left side, only if it feels good. Okay, I love this posture because it gives us so much wonderful opportunity for length across the left side. One more big breath here in your Parigasana, pushing that floor. Releasing tension in the left side. Let's come out slowly. So reaching over with that left hand, get it reaching out to the left again. Okay, when your ribs are over your hips, pause a moment, strengthen your belly muscles. So pull that low back into neutrality by strengthening the belly muscles. And we're gonna lower down slowly. Left fingers touch down under the left shoulder. Make it slow. Feel that core control. And then we'll spin it all the way down to a seat from here once you land. Come on down. All right, take those legs out in front. Let's take just some windshield wipers. Shake it off, shake it out. And of course, now we're gonna do everything on the other side, just the same. So next time your knees point over to the right, just pause them there, let the knees fall to the right, okay? And we'll be in the same position, but I'm just gonna spin around to face you here. Okay, so you're gonna line that right shin out in front of you, kind of out in the direction that you're looking. You take that left knee close to the right heel and just take the left heel back behind. So when you look down at your legs, you have this little triangle shape, mermaid shape. So right hand down on the right, the hips will come up, pressing into both knees. Inhale, left arm up and over, big stretch. And exhale, bring it down. Hips stay down, inhale, right arm up. And exhale down. So take a handful more, maybe close your eyes, just enjoying. Okay, super tempting when we're moving. I just caught myself squinching my shoulder blades up by my ears, okay? Okay, but I have to remind myself, keep that picture frame around your head. Always a beautiful portrait of your neck and your head. Lots of space. Nice breath, maybe just a couple more like this. Feels good. Next time you land, you're down, pause there, extend that left leg all the way out, dropping the outer edge of that left foot, okay? Ready for a supported side plank? Let's come on up. Okay, we need to move the right knee so it's more architecturally sound. So pick it up, put it under your hip, and point the right toes behind you. So much more supportive this way. So remember to ground into everything that's touching the floor. Okay, lift in everything that's up. And we're gonna activate this left shoulder as well as the right. So make your picture frame around your head here. Strong left arm, circle it out. Wake up that left shoulder. Okay, active all the way out through the fingertips. I like to imagine that lightning is coming out of my fingertips here. I'm so powerful with this shoulder. Go ahead and rewind that. This time, push out through the palm. Now the lightning is coming out of your palm. Okay, reaching up with that left hand here. Next time it is up, hold it there. Okay, strong core. We need to start wrapping all the abdominal musculature inward toward the spine so that the low back stays extremely safe and neutral. Okay, that's always one of our concerns. So coming up on that right fingertips, prepare. Okay, get that left leg, that big heavy left leg up in the air. Feel its weight. Now the right leg is going to be the fulcrum here. Okay, we're going to be balancing on that right leg. So you can use the left arm and leg over on the left to help yourself. Coming up on just one right fingertip, maybe you pick up that right fingertip. So play here, very childlike, no expectations. Makes it more fun. Breathing, trying again and again. Okay, feeling that core control. Maybe one more breath or one more try here. Okay, now keep that right hand off the ground. Ground the left foot. Okay, strong core pulls you all the way up, right? And then pause, looking over at that left foot. Just spin on the heel, point the left toes to the left. We need the hip to externally rotate so we can keep going. But remember, soft in the knee. You can make it a big bend to make it gentle, a smaller bend to make it more opening in the leg. So reaching out to the left here. Take several breaths. Strong belly muscles, long neck. Should feel really good in that right side as we start to open things up in the low back. Okay, find somewhere for the left hand to grab, anywhere but the knee. Grab on tight, and let's get that right arm up and over. Hold and breathe. Make that picture frame. Long, beautiful neck. Maybe close your eyes. And you can point your nose wherever seems natural here. People ask me, Erin, where do I look? And most of the time I'm going to say, just look wherever seems natural. Okay, I want to really breathe here and just really enjoy and let this posture do its magic in that right side. So you can stay really gentle here, bending in the left knee deeply, just being gently. If you want to be more firm and more, maybe experience more release, you can start to really push down through the legs, just like you're in a triangle pose, pushing down and pulling those knees inward toward each other. So that strong lower body base is supporting you. And then if everything's going well, you're going to keep your belly muscles strong, but you're going to press your belly and your hips out in the direction that you're kind of facing out toward. So I'm pressing mine toward the computer. Okay, breathe here. Make that long picture frame around your head. Okay, as with so many yoga postures here, the more you give, the more you'll get. So only give as much as you want to get, okay? Make it work for you. Okay, feeling a lot of release around that right hip here. I don't know about you. Feels nice. Enjoying a little sense of kind of flirting with balance here, feeling a little wobbly with the eyes closed. And that kind of makes it more fun and adventurous. Maybe one more breath here in your Parigasana. Coming out slowly with core control, reaching out through that right hand, pull yourself up. Lower yourself down with control. Right fingers take a long time to touch the floor. Okay. When they finally do, go ahead and spin the left hand down. Come on down to hands and knees. You're just going to spin that left side down to the floor. We are now magically on hands and knees. Okay, that was a long time on that right knee, so I'm going to get us up and off of it. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and walk your hands back to your feet. Just hang here. Super bendy knees, really generous, okay? Like you're trying to set your belly on your thighs. Hang your head. Close your eyes down and just sway. Right, so you want to just kind of let your head hang. See if you could shake the neck out. Shake your head. Yes. And no. Okay, from here, we're coming back down. So walk your hands back forward through a momentary plank. And I'm just going to flow you a little bit here. We're going to get things a little bit more flowy. Okay. In your plank, soft bend in your elbows. You might drop your knees to do this, okay? We're just gonna come a little bit down. So bend your elbows a little bit. Come maybe 1/4 of the way down toward the floor. You can drop those knees if you need to, and then press it all the way back up, okay? Now we're gonna link that with the breath. Exhale, again, 1/4 of the way down. Pull those elbows in. It doesn't have to be very far. Inhale back up. One more time, exhale, 1/4 of the way down. Squeeze those elbows in. Inhale all the way back up. Okay, this one is gonna be a little challenging. So maybe those knees come down. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in, come all the way down. Make it last a long time. Inhale for a little cobra. You're gonna think of pulling back on your hands, peeling your heart to look forward. And exhale, tuck your toes, come on up and back. Try out our first downward facing dog here. Take a moment, walk it out. Walk out those heels. You can kind of sway your hips from side to side, kind of wagging your tail. And I like to play around with coming up on my fingertips a little bit, kind of rolling the shoulders around. So I really want you to make this down dog kind of interpretable. Okay, and I'm just gonna flow us through a little flow similar to what we just did, just to build some fluidity and heat. Here we go. Okay, inhaling here, move forward to your plank. Exhaling here 1/4 of the way down. Don't worry, we're only gonna do it one time, not 3. Inhale up to your plank. Elbows in as you exhale all the way down. Now you can use your knees for all that. Inhale for your cobra, pull back on your hands, move that heart open and forward. And exhale here. You can come up through hands and knees or up through a plank to a downward facing dog. Come on up and back. Again, walk it out, shake it out. Feel that heat building. It's good. Take turns looking at your hands and looking at your toes. Looking at your hands, looking at your toes. Okay, one more time, that little flow. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, 1/4 of the way down. Inhale, plank. Exhale all the way down. Nice. Inhale for your cobra, pull back on your hands. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come on up and back. Walk it out. Nice. Okay, let's get a little more flowy from here. So from your downward facing dog, remember you can bend your knees if you need to. You can even drop to hands and knees, and that's a great place to be. But with your inhale, swing that right leg up in the sky. Okay, with your exhale, swing that right foot forward. Tuck it really close to your, tuck that right knee really close to your right elbow. And see if you could seamlessly step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. It's okay if it takes a couple steps, okay? Drop that back knee. And inhaling here, push down into both legs. Reach all your hands up in the sky. Nice stretch for the front of your body. Exhale here. Drop all those fingers underneath your shoulders. You can do fingertips under shoulders and pull your hips back. Point those right toes at your nose. Little stretch for the back of your right leg. Now we're going to do that again, okay? Put that right foot back on the floor. You're back in a low lunge here. Inhale, all the fingers reach up. Strong belly muscles pull in. Exhale, all fingers down. Pull those hips back. Toes point at your nose. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Strong belly muscles, strong legs. Again, exhale, fingers down. Ardha Hanumanasana. Pull back on that hip. Now come on up to this low lunge and let's hold it here. Let's just breathe and kind of let the lunge do its magic. Hold and breathe. Both legs equally pushing down into the floor. Strong belly muscles keep the low back very safe. Think of lifting your heart up to the sky and keep your picture frame, of course, Hold and breathe. Sometimes I like to play around here just to keep it adventurous and maybe lift that right heel up off the floor. That's the one in front. You can come up on your right tippy toes. Ooh, kind of a fun challenge for your calf. And if everything's going well, you can even tuck the back toes and lift the back knee too. Just a fun, funky little challenge. Keep everything soft and strong. One more big breath here in your lunge, wherever you are. Drop that back knee if it was up. Drop that front heel if it was up. Go ahead and exhale. Drop your fingers under your shoulders. And of course, pull back again to that half split, pulling your hips back, pointing those right toes at your nose. And let's hold it right here and just enjoy this. So I want you to be real comfy here. So do the fingertips, pull them back so they're under your shoulders. And then see if you can make your spine really long here, okay? It's very tempting to kind of curl your spine. Really lengthen it. Even if you need to bend that right knee, totally fine. But once you're there, do pull back on your right hip, like you're trying to send it toward the back of the mat, right hip. And kick down through that right heel, really opening up the back of the leg. Hold and breathe in that hamstring. And those toes, you want to think of them pointing at your nose, those right toes. Okay, so I have a really funky challenge for you. It's funky, it's fun. Okay, just embrace the challenge. So take a big breath in right here. Kick the floor with that right heel, just like we've been doing. Now here's the challenging part. With your exhale, just try to lift that right heel up the floor like you're trying to kick yourself in the face. Even if it doesn't come up, try it anyway. Relax on your inhale, let the foot come down, kick the floor. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Exhale, try to kick up. Inhale, relax, kick the heel down. One more. Exhale, try to kick that heel up. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, I want you to try anyway. We're gonna take one full breath in and one full breath out. All right, drop that heel. Wow. Okay, we're gonna roll onto that outer edge of that right foot now. So point those right toes over to the right, and you can walk your hands out to the right here too on the other side of the leg. What a great IT band and glute stretch on that right side. Hold and breathe. Continue pulling back on that right hip. Okay, maybe one more breath here in this really nice, yummy stretch. Okay, we're gonna bring it all back through center here. We're walking the hands back underneath your shoulders. We're gonna bend back into that right knee, right foot back on the floor. We are back in a lunge. Let's see if we can come out the same way we came in. So tuck those back toes, hover the back knee, that's the left leg, and inhale that right leg in the sky. A 3-leg dog here for you. Stretching that leg as high as you like. And exhale, drop the right foot back in downward facing dog. Walk it out. Shake it out. Alrighty, should feel nice. The right leg should feel soft and open maybe compared to the left. We'll see. Right, here comes the left leg. Everything the same. Here we go. Inhale, left leg up in the sky. Exhale, tuck that left knee forward. Put it close to your left elbow and see if you could seamlessly step the foot forward by the left hand. No problem if it takes a couple steps. Go ahead and drop that back knee. Okay, coming up to your low lunge. Strengthen your legs, pushing down against the floor, and inhale all the hands up in the sky for your low lunge. Exhale, fingers down under your shoulders and pull that left hip back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Remember, toes to your nose. Again, inhale, low lunge. Strong legs. Exhale, fingers down, half split, pull it back. Again, up. And again, down. Very nice. Come on up, let's hold it. Let's just enjoy that lunge. Come on in, up into that half or that low lunge, okay? And breathe, okay? So it's nice to flow. I like a flow, I like moving, but it's also pretty powerful when we just settle in. So maybe close your eyes, find a way to be extremely present with yourself in this moment. Both legs pressing down equally, both knees pulling inward to activate that pelvic floor. Working from the floor up, protect the low back with the belly muscles, lift that big soft heart. And remember your picture frame. Now we can play here. We can play around with lifting that front heel, that's the left heel. Makes a nice challenge in your quad and your left leg. And then we can add a challenge into the back by tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee. Okay, whatever feels nice, just play with combinations until you find the one. And breathe. Stay in the challenge. Okay, one more big breath here in your lunge, wherever you are. Come down on your exhale, drop heels and knees if they were up, fingers down under your shoulders, coming back to that half split. So pull your hips back, flex that left ankle, toes point at your nose, hold and breathe. Okay, so take some time settling in here. You know you can bend your left knee a lot or a little. Just don't lock it, please. Fingers are under your shoulders so you can lengthen that spine to the max. Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. We're going to do that same thing where we're going to try to kick the left foot up. So with your inhale, use the kick down action, kicking down into that left heel on your inhale. On your exhale, try to kick the foot up. Even if it doesn't move, just command it anyway. 2 more times. Inhale, kick down. Exhale, kick up. Nice work for that hip flexor. One more. Inhale, kick down. Exhale, kick up. Now hold and breathe. Don't let up the effort. Even if the heel isn't off the floor, we have a big breath in. Keep the effort going. We have a big exhale. And let it go. Let that heel back down. So here, we get a little treat. We get to roll into the outer edge of the left foot. Go ahead and drop that to the floor. And that's going to kind of oblige you to spin to the left. So let that happen. Put those hands out over the left side of the left leg. And breathe. Once you're here, do activate, please, by pulling back on that left hip still. Nice breathing. I'm definitely warm in this tiny little room. Hope you are too. One more breath in your IT band and outer hip stretch on that left side. Take your time coming through center. Hands walk back to center, so we'll spin them back around in front. We need to bend into that left knee here. We're back in that lunge. Let's see if we can come out through a 3-leg dog. So palms are grounded, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and inhale to swing that left leg up in the sky. Send it high. Maybe enjoy a nice stretch as you send it as high as you want. And exhale, left foot down, downward facing dog. Let's take a little vinyasa in between, the same one we did before. It should be familiar. Here we go. Inhale for your plank, heart forward. Feel free to drop your knees here because we're going to exhale 1/4 of the way down. Elbows in. Inhale to full plank. And exhale, elbows in all the way down. Inhale for your cobra. Peel that heart open. Pull back with your hands. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out here in your down dog, 5 or 6 breaths. Let your head be soft, hanging off your neck. And now that we're a bit warmer, we can really start to wake up and embody this down dog. Push down through your hands, push down through your feet. And even as you're pushing down in your hands and feet, think about pulling your elbows inward toward each other and your knees inward toward each other slightly. Notice how that feels. All right. Here, let's take a big breath in, right leg up in the sky. Just like we did before, with your exhale, pull that right knee forward next to your right elbow. See if you could seamlessly step that right foot next to the right hand in a lunge. Go ahead and drop the back knee. Inhaling all the way up, low lunge. Okay, this time we're going to enjoy a lovely little twist. So exhale here, palms come down in front of you. You can just put them together. And then take a look at your hands. I want you to really connect with your own upper body strength before we even go anywhere with this. So look at your hands. Give yourself a nice press of your hands against each other. Feel your biceps activated. Feel your triceps activated. Use that upper body strength that you have and make that picture frame around your neck, of course. We're going to take the left elbow and hook it on the outer edge of the right knee. So take that time. Just want to get a little hook on there. If it doesn't quite hook, not a problem. You can take that left hand to the floor and just look over to the right, and you're still in a very similar twist, okay? Now you stay where you are. I'm going to spin around to face you. Okay. So we've hooked that elbow on that knee. Now reconnect with your upper body strength if it got a little bit fuzzy. Squish your hands against each other, strong arms, and really press that knee, the right knee and the left elbow into each other, like you're trying to crack a walnut between them. Hold and breathe. Think of extending your spine to the length, the most length you can. Deep breath. And think of putting your hands near your heart and spinning your heart towards your hands. Looking over that right shoulder if it feels right. Powerful twist here. One more big breath in, feeling that right outer hip really waking up. When you're ready to let go, you can drop those hands down underneath your shoulders. Whew. Relaxing a little bit more in that right leg. Okay, let's kind of play around with that heat we just created in your right hip. Spin on your right heel here. Point the right toes out to the right. The knee will do the same. The knee will point out in the same direction as your toes. Coming down into a lizard lunge. So you can stay up here. You can even come up on your fingertips if you like. And that might be quite enough in your right hip. So you're just going to kind of be real sensitive and feel it out. Okay. If everything's going great, I want you to keep active in your legs. Remember, push down into the floor, pull those knees inward. Maybe you come down to a little bend in your elbows. Just see what happens. Keep breathing. Maybe today you come down one elbow on the floor, and maybe that's quite enough. You just kind of play with it. Maybe 2 elbows is the ticket today, but you're not going to force it. Okay, no matter where you are, stay active. Close your eyes and just enjoy some time embodying this beautiful posture. Inhaling clean, fresh potential into your practice, into your body, to your life. Exhaling anything unnecessary out. Feeling that right hip, all the sensations. Maybe one more big breath in your lizard lunge, actively pushing the floor with your legs. Like coming back up on your hands, if you were down, let's come out through a three-leg dog. Let's see how this goes. So tuck the back toes, that's the left toes. Lift that back knee. With your inhale, three-leg dog. Let's send that right leg up in the sky. Woo. Let's scorpion it here. Why not? Okay. Once that leg is up in the air, pause. Bend that right knee. Point the toes over to the left and hold it there. Okay. Now you could do this with the left knee down on the floor, and that would be really gentle. So keep that option open. Once you've got that right toe pointed to the left, I want you to drop the right shoulder so it's level with the left shoulder. Pull back on that left hip and look under your left armpit. Wave at yourself with your toes. Hi. Take a breath as you point that right knee high. And as you're ready, drop that right foot, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Alrighty. Moving on to that second side. Inhaling here, left leg up in the sky. Exhale, left knee forward, scooch it up by your left elbow. See if you could seamlessly step the left foot next to your left hand. Okay, dropping that back knee here, the right knee. Come on up to a little low lunge. Okay, strong legs, always active in those legs. And we'll twist it. So palms together, connect to your upper body strength. Right elbow now hooks on the outer left knee. Get it on there and then start to look over that left shoulder. Alternatively, the right hand can just stay on the floor and you're looking to the left. Each one is very good. I'll spin around to face in your direction, but we are in the same place. All right, breathing. So do your best here. Press the floor down with your legs. Keep them active. Lengthen that beautiful spine and move the hands toward the heart and vice versa. And the knee and that elbow, they're squishing together like they're trying to nuclear fuse together. Okay, sometimes you might notice the shoulders squinching up by the ears here, so make that picture frame. Nice twist, building heat, detoxifying, recalibrating. Maybe one more big breath in your twisted low lunge. Come on out slowly, all those hands down underneath your shoulders. Go ahead and put them inside that left foot so that we can lizard this lunge. So spin on the left heel, point the toes of the left foot all the way to the left, just as much as feels good. Make sure the knee points in the same direction as your toes, okay? They're friends, they're partners. And once you're in, then activate by pushing those legs into the floor. That's where the magic happens, in the active stretch. So maybe you stay up on your fingertips and you've got maximum space just to have a long spine. You can play around with grounding your palms and bending your elbows, however, thinking of kind of sinking down into this without losing the activity, the work in your lower body, okay? Maybe one elbow is good today. maybe 2. But we're not going to force anything. We're just going to explore without expectations. Hold and breathe. Just embody this posture. Push it against the floor. Tension melting out of your neck as you let your head hang softly. Nice soft neck, picture frame, shoulders. Okay, notice that left hip, active, warming. It might be talking to you. Go ahead and listen to that left hip if it talks. All right, lizard lunge. Such a powerful way to get into that left hip. So from here, of course, there's no rush at all. Coming back on your hands if you were on your elbows. Okay, let's see if we could come out through a 3-leg dog. So tuck the right toes, hover the right knee, send that left leg up in the air. Send it nice and high. And let's pause there, setting ourselves up for a scorpion. So bending that left knee, point the toes to the right and hold. In our scorpion, it's really important that we level off the left shoulder with the right. So drop that left shoulder if it came up. We need to pull back on the right hip. And you can look under your right armpit and wave at yourself with your left toes. Hi. Lift that left knee as you breathe. One more breath in your scorpion. And then set that left foot down, downward facing dog. We did it. From here, knees down, hands and knees, okay? You can touch your big toes together behind you, the tops of your feet on the floor. Go ahead and sit your hips back for your heels. We're coming down to a much deserved, well-deserved child's pose. Drop your forehead here. Close your eyes. Child's pose will be our resting pose today. So this is the part of the practice where we back out slowly. We let the breath return to its normal, unharnessed pace. Just natural breath. And we let the body return to its natural tone, just soft and easy, like a baby's body. With each moment, let your face relax more, your jaw, your eyes. And sink deeply into this moment as it unfolds. So, of course, I want you to take as long as you want or need to rest here. Just being with yourself, being still. The longer, the better. Even if you could take a nap, I think that would be the best thing. This is where I will leave you for our practice today.